There's a better version of me that I can't quite see, but things are gonna change.
Hi Erica, last time we left off discussing your goals specifically with steps and also a little discussion around weight loss. You had set a goal to reach the minimum recommendation of 10,000 steps per day, and I can see that you achieved that goal 4 of the 7 days. Great job.
Oh, thank you, Cindy. But I'm really striving to reach about 10,000 steps every day.
Well, you're off to a great start, Erica, with all that you did accomplish last week. Now, looking at the days in the graph on the right-hand side of the activity page, we see the steps that you achieved on each individual day. So thinking about that, what worked well on the 10,000 step days and what got in the way on the other days?
I was just really busy at work at home and didn't have time to get those steps in. Plus, by the end of the day, I was just so exhausted. But on those days that I did get in my 10,000 steps, I did get up just by 30 minutes earlier so I could get in a short walk before my day got busy.
Well, that's fantastic. Exercising in the morning is the most consistent habit. You've really made some great changes in the past week. Now, what are some thoughts of how you can fit in extra steps on those extra busy days?
I was thinking I could use my lunch breaks and regular breaks throughout the day to really step up the intensity to fit in those extra steps in a smaller amount of time. The problem is I just feel so rushed with deadlines at times, but I know I still need to take my break.
That's a great idea. Also, taking a break with some activity is also going to help your stress on those busy days. Now, how are you going to remind yourself to take a break?
I was thinking of just using my Outlook as a reminder for my breaks. But I was also curious of how I can add an activity to the FitBit site for when I use my elliptical machine on the weekends.
Using your Outlook is a great idea to stay on track with your daily step commitment. And yes, it's very simple to add an activity on the website. Now, do you see on the activity tab under the log activity?
I do, yeah.
Great. From there, you can type in your activity, and we can rate the activity as easy, moderate, or intense, or with the specific calorie burned for the different activities that we do, like biking or running. These can also be saved as favorites. Do you see all the features I'm referring to on the page?
I do. Thank you so much. Now, how do I know if I'm working out at an easy, moderate, or intense level?
Excellent question. Let's go together to sparkedpeople.com and search for Reference Guide to Exercise Intensity, an in-depth look at heart rate, RPE, and the talk tests. Do you see the article?
I do. That is exactly the information I'm looking for. Thank you.
Great. You're welcome. And also, just to let you know that you're able to view calories burned based off the intensity of your workouts as well. Now, Erica, let's talk a little bit about your goal to be in the normal body weight range. I'd like to walk you through a helpful exercise using the BMI calculator on WebMD. You tell me when you're there. On the WebMD page, type in BMI calculator.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, and then just complete the data that it's asking for in the first page. And then we'll look along the top tabs. We see calories per day and weight range.
Okay, great. So that's a great resource. So based off of this information, I can go ahead and plug that information into the FitBit site, and that's great. Now, I do have a question about the food log. I'm not really sure how to utilize all those features on the site, and half the time it seems like I try to go in and enter something, and it's not there.
Oh, okay. Great question. Logging foods and keeping a food diary is one of the most successful habits for weight loss. Keeping our food diary, this is how we learn to eat at our calorie target. So are you on the food tab now?
I am.
Okay, great. Well, one of the great things is as you start to type in the food, for example, let's just use apple, you start to see the drop down of many foods, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't see specifically what you want in the 8 to 10 foods that drop down, you can click on Search All Foods at the bottom, and it brings you to pages and pages of Apple options.
Okay.
Right, and then at the bottom of the page, you'll see an option to add a food. From there, you can type in, all the information if it's a specialized food item that you're not seeing. Then, Erica, for foods that we eat often, we can click on the star, and they're going to be saved on the right-hand side as favorites for quick and easy logging.
Oh, that is great. That'll be so helpful. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, Erica, let's summarize today. We talked about the improvement you made in activity with the steps per day and how you can use Outlook to help on those busy days. Then we discussed how to determine the intensity of your different workouts and how to add those activities on the FitBit site. We identified a calorie per day target and a healthy weight goal with the WebMD BMI calculator. And then we discussed how to add new foods and save them as favorites. What do you want to focus on next session?
I think just I want to make sure that with the information that I enter in as far as calories and my activity level, that they're within range so that I am able to reach my goals. And I think that the information you provided to me today, Cindy, will really help with that. So thank you.
Oh, that sounds great. My pleasure. And don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Thank you so much.